Hi y'all, this is Melissa of Mellow Me Creations, and today we're going to be talking about an alternative spindle slash spinner little technique that I kind of find pretty nifty and highly portable. It doesn't take up that much space in your craft bag. What I'm going to be demonstrating today is what's called a Mayan spinner or a paddle spinner. And you can make it with pretty much stuff you have lying around your house. I purchased these 6-inch dowels at a local dollar store, and then I got these dowel caps corresponding size. And as long as it fits through the hole, you know, you could use a pencil and put something at the end of it, but you got to glue it because you don't want it to go flying off, especially if you're going to be teaching little ones. So you get a dowel or a pencil or just something, you know, that'll stick to an end here. In this case, a 6-inch dowel and the corresponding size dowel cap. I looked for rulers that were made of solid wood, and traditionally the classic ones are just like a block, a very thin block. They don't have these grooves in the middle, and I thought it would look kind of cool all wood. But the 6-inch ones I could only find didn't have the hole, and I don't have any power tools. I'm not a very handy person. I'm actually a very clumsy person. I don't want to dive into woodworking because I'd probably lose a finger. And well, anyway, just, you know, you could do this with stuff laying around your house. So I settled on 6 inches because I thought that's a pretty good size. And this is basically it. You put something through a stick or a dowel, have that end cap glued in. I used a liquid nail for this, and make sure it's on there because you're going to be spinning it. And that's how you get the twist in the fiber, you know, without hitting stuff. That's how you get the twist. And that's basically it. And then as you twist the fiber, as you draft out and twist it, you just wrap it on the actual paddle, ruler, whatever you have. To attach fiber, and I like things that are easy to attach fiber to the ruler. I like these little rubber bands that are really small. You basically get, I have it in a bag because they go everywhere. You get one of these little rubber bands, attach the fiber to the ruler. You can just imagine stick something in there, and then that's how you attach it, and off you go. And it's very portable. And then when you're done spinning, you just pop this off. Maybe have like a little pencil case or something if your fiber fits in there, and you're off. But these things are pretty nifty, and I use hair ties again later on. I'll show you. Now, once you use your imaginations here, load this up with fiber. You're spinning, wrap, and you can distribute it how you want. And the good thing about these rulers, are very light, so it's going to get heavier the more yarn or singles that you spin and put on here. So you want something light. So this actually works out pretty good. These very light plastic rulers. I think wood would look nicer, but c'est la vie. Now, addressing the actual movement of it, if you have mobility issues or carpal tunnel or anything like that, I wouldn't use these, because you definitely don't want to aggravate anything that you have, maybe injuries to your wrist or your fingers or anything like that. But if you don't have, you know, problems with it, and you're responsible with taking breaks and, you know, stretching and things of that nature, just like in any other crafting like knitting or crocheting, you take breaks and you stretch and just be careful with your hands, you should be okay. Now, let's say you have a big ball here of yarn. The big downside of this is, I was thinking, well, how the heck am I going to get this off? And I don't want to have to put it on a yarn winder, you know, just to ply later. How am I going to do this? And then I think that's why these aren't very popular. Well, I kind of thought of something to remedy them. I'm going to put this in here. And I found these at the craft store, these clothespins. And I thought, well, maybe this is full. Imagine this is full of fiber. So you put these in here and on each side, and you put it in a basket so they can turn. Now, it works pretty good. Some of these stay kind of open. So what I did is I wrapped a hair tie, a thicker one, multiple times, and then when you have it in there, if it's still loose, you just scooch it on down. And then there's one of these on each side. I found this little basket at the dollar store, and if you have two of them, you put it on there and they move freely, and you can ply with that. You make a little lazy cape for the little paddles here that are full of yarn, and then you can ply either using this or, you know, another drop spindle that might, you know, hold the fiber a little better or whatever. But like I said, this is this little Mayan or paddle spinner. It's really portable. It's really cute, and it's really light. And, you know, if you're teaching little ones, just mind that there might be corners, and tell them, you know, keep it away from your face, and just, you know, practice caution. And you can make fiber. You can make fiber in the car. You can spin fiber, you know, wherever you are, and it's relatively easy. So I just thought I'd share that, give Mayan or paddle spinners some love, and, you know, a solution to DIY lazy cape for them. And that's pretty cool too. Proud of that. So happy spinning. So we're gonna wrap on just to get it on there. Draft out a little bit at a time. It's always hard at first when you start. Once you get going, you're going. Yeah, I hold it like that to stop it. I'm not an expert at drafting out, but practice makes better, right? And, you know, imagine you're in your comfy chair, not performing for a camera that's at a weird angle. So draft a little bit more. Keep spinning. And wrap, wrap, wrap. And you're off. Let the twist catch into the fiber. Maybe undo it a little bit so you have more room to spin. Wrap it, hold it, draft a bit, let the twist catch. I unwrap it a little bit just to have more room. So it's kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of deal, but you're making fiber with your ruler, your dowel. Highly portable. Ta-da!